we will show you the 12 best options that you can do to reduce and tone up those flabby arms right here.
3 options we will be showing you are the body weight exercises, bands, and dumbbells.
Nice job. I am very pleased to announce that we're going to have Julie, my wife, to show the exercises and do a great demonstration. Plus, it's much more pleasurable to look at her than Mike and I. So, I think Mike is out golfing somewhere playing frisbee. But yeah, so what do you say, Julie?
I'm happy to be here.
That's right. Let's go to work.
Okay. We will be focusing on the biceps, triceps, and more.
That's right. And I'm going to observe and talk about body mechanics so you get the best conditioning that you can get. We're going to start out with body weight exercises, 2 or 3 of those. Then we're going to work with the bands, a couple exercises with that, and the dumbbells. Not me. These dumbbells. You ready to go to work, Julie?
Yes.
Before we get started, Julie, I just wanted to have a question about the shirt. It's very nice. What's it about?
On Wednesdays at our burn boot camp, we always wear pink in support of breast cancer.
Right, to help people out with breast cancer,
Right.
research, etc. Nice to have an organization that supports those types of things. All right, we're going to start the first body weight push-up using the wall and standing away from the wall approximately 2 to 3 feet as you would like to. Arms and hands about 1 shoulder width apart. Julie's done an excellent job. She's got a nice straight body. She's tightening her core, so we do have some core benefits. And we're going to, again, 10 to 15 repetitions. How you doing, Julie?
I can do 10 more.
Okay, well, we can do 100 more, I bet. Let's count. No, well, go ahead. All right, now the next, if this is too easy, we're simply going to use a cupboard or a firm, solid piece of furniture about this height, and you're going to do the same motion with the arms, shoulder width or a little bit wider apart, feet shoulder width apart, and nice straight body, tighten the core up. There you go, head up, looking good. Don't let your head flop down. Be a strong person, and look at these triceps. They are working here. She's doing good, that 10 to 15 reps. Are you counting, Julie? No. All right, when you get done with those, or if they're too easy, we're going to go right to the floor and do a traditional push-up on the floor. Now, what we're going to do, what works best for Julie and maybe for you too, is we're going to modify, and you can use a pillow or a cushion that we're going to use. Go ahead, Julie. And Julie does hers modified on her knees as opposed to on the toes. So the cushion is just for comfort. That's all it's for. You can use, like I said, a pillow. Now straighten that body out. The core is going to tighten up. Okay, and go ahead. Now, important thing about push-ups. How you doing, Julie?
Great.
She's doing so excellent. It's just fun to work with her. Go ahead. Elbows are staying in close to the ribs, not winging out like this. We want to focus and isolate the triceps in this situation. All right. Good. And now we even have the advanced version coming up. All right, now we're actually going to use a chair and a chair with solid armrests for the advanced tricep exercise. Go ahead, Julie. Show me how we started them. There we go, up and down. Now, if this is too easy, take 1 foot and kick it straight out in front of you. Now, I didn't tell her that we were going to do this exercise. Complete surprise, wasn't it?
Yes.
What's your favorite exercise, dear, out of these so far?
I like these.
Good.
The next one we're going to show you actually it's a little bit harder.
Right. So if this is too easy, go ahead and show the next hard way. Now with the chair, you need good armrest, good solid chair that's not wobbly, not one of the plastic lawn chairs. Go ahead. Now again, this does stress the shoulders. So, sorry, Danny. Stresses the shoulder, so if you experience any pain or discomfort, do not do this one. We want to stay healthy. But this really does get after those triceps, and it helps the core as well as the legs. Nice job, dear. The thing about body weight exercises for the biceps, very hard to find a body weight unless you're doing pull-ups. Most people don't have pull-up bars. We're going to get the biceps in just a bit. All right, now we're going to go on to exercises with the bands. Now, when you get bands, they typically have a door anchor that works like this. We're going to actually use the wall anchors, but if you have the door anchor and you're not sure how to use it, you put the band in like this, open the door. Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Okay, Julie, I'm going to let this in. You don't have to have anybody on the other side, but I lock it in, and we're going to actually do this, and I don't want to get out of the camera screen, and then we pull and do the exercises like this. It's important that if you do have the door, use this side of the door, and someone like Julie opens the door while you're exercising, it's not safe, so just make sure nobody would do that. You can also go at all different levels. You can go here and lock it in, which works out really well. You can go to the top of the door and lock it in, and you can even go to the bottom of the door. So you have 3 or 4 different options. Okay, so we're square with that. All right, we're going to go to the band exercises. The first one we're going to do is tricep, and it goes right into the bicep very simply and conveniently. The level of the band is going to be locked in at the anchor at approximately shoulder, chest level, and then go ahead, grab a hold of those. Let's do triceps first, Julie.
Okay.
All right.
Oops.
There you go. Get situated. Good. Now her elbows are okay here. Probably best to be a little bit lower. Oh, I got to watch out so I don't get smacked. Just below chin level, and the elbow needs to be as stationary as possible, as opposed to if going up and down like this. This is what we do not want. We want stationary elbows. Good. 10 to 15 reps. Can you turn around, Julie, and go to biceps? Yeah, there we go. Now, there's a little twist in here that does not matter at all. That's the beauty of banding. They're forgiving that way. She's doing an excellent job. Look at those biceps bulge. I wish, there's a lot of guys that wish they had biceps like that. She's doing a nice job. And look at those elbows stay still. Perfect. Now, one thing you do not want to do is drop the elbows with this and do them down here. That works, but you want full range of motion. You really want to maximize the benefits of doing the biceps, triceps with the bands. Let's go to the next one. Okay, I really like this tricep exercise. It works them really well. Now with Julie, she's going to need a little more resistance, so she can actually put 2 bands that easily fits into the anchor, and she's going to put back against the wall, elbows closer against the wall. Go ahead, start them, Julie. Feet are shoulder width apart. Some people have a tendency to keep their feet together. Absolutely need a wide base for everything we do in exercise. Good. Now, Julie, does that feel like you need a little more resistance?
Yeah, 2 bands has quite a bit of resistance, but
you're ready for more?
Yeah.
All right. So the nice thing about this is we need to make the bands longer simply by lowering Julie. So we're simply going to have her step away. You put a stool against the floor, sit down, and there we go. Elbows, perfect. Does that feel like a little more resistance?
yeah, it definitely adds a lot of extra tension on
You
there.
want to do 20 or 30 of them?
I'll try.
Okay, good job. All right, now this exercise is going to work the triceps also, but it's actually going to work the abdominals and put some good stress and pull on those. 2, it's a bonus, double bonus. Go ahead, Julie. That anchor and the bands will be on the top anchor. 2 bands for Julie. She's going to be stressed with this a little bit. And she's got her feet wide apart. How's it going, Julie?
Good, good. I got it.
Too much tension, or are you going to make your rounds or your
I'll
reps?
make it.
Good job. And so right now, her stomach is actually tight, nice and tight there. And that is why this is a nice benefit of doing exercises this way. All right. Good job. Now we've got another one after this. That's one of my favorites. Okay, this next exercise is really nice because it combines biceps, triceps, shoulders, all together with one fluid motion. We're going to start with biceps. You're going to need to stand on the band like Julie is now. Go ahead. You can start, Julie. And she's working just the bicep up. Now, if this is too easy, you can simply spread your feet out a little wider, and that adds resistance. If it's still too easy, you simply get a darker color band like I have here. A black one's actually the most resistance. Now, these have a carabiner with a strap, and it's as simple as that. And then you'd simply go on with the exercise like Julie is working with. Now we're going to add the full kit and caboodle, I like to call it. Go ahead, Julie. Up and over the head. And there we go. So we get biceps, triceps, shoulders, and we're going to do 10 to 15 of these. If you happen to have some shoulder pain going overhead, it's not for you. Don't irritate your shoulder for that. There are other options. What do you think of this one, Julie?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Works
I'm
all
having
over.
fun watching. It's not a problem for me. All right, good job. All right, on to the dumbbells. The first tricep exercise we're going to work is standing. Julie's going to demonstrate it right now. Now, there's two ways people do this. They either do it right or they do it wrong. We're going to show you both. Go ahead, start going, Julie. All right, now this is the correct way to do it. She has her humerus or this arm bone horizontal, her elbow stays stationary, and she's isolating that tricep muscle. Now, what a lot of people do without knowing is they do it wrong, and they bring the elbow down here, and this does absolutely nothing for the tricep, and it works the bicep a little bit. Basically, you're just doing some range of motion. So up here, make sure you feel that and work that. Again, 10 to 15 reps. And the other side. The thing about dumbbells is when they're too light, you have to get a bigger dumbbell. So there's a little cost with that, where the bands, you get the set and you really don't need that. I use bands all the time because they're cheaper and they work really well. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right, this next option is a different way for triceps. I call it the overhead tricep, reverse curl, call it whatever you'd like. And there we go. Go ahead, Julie.
Sometimes I like to put my fingers right under my elbow so that I can remind myself to keep my elbow high, and then I get more of that. I can feel more of it in the lateral.
The lateral head of the tricep. Good anatomy. Nice work. Now, Julie did say that these are way too light for her. She usually uses 20 to 30 pounders.
All right, another option that I like to do is just using one weight and going up overhead and then back again. And you get both lateral at the same time.
That's very nice. Actually, it works really well for maintaining good body mechanics while you do that. It gets a nice stretch in the shoulders too, as long as it's not painful. All right, now we need to get on to the traditional bicep curl. All right, now with the dumbbells, you can do the almost identical exercises with the bands. The only difference is you can vary the resistance by spreading your legs or changing the bands. And also, what else do you like to do from that, Julie? I think one other addition?
Yeah, sometimes I just raise them and do the overhead portion as well.
Good, so you get that full shoulder, tricep, and everything working together. All right, nice job, Julie. We are extremely happy to have you. Maybe you can come back and help us out again. I'm sure everyone was pleasantly surprised to see Julie here instead of Mike, but don't tell Mike I said that. It's very critical. All right, we do have another video that's related to this. It's a really nice video because it actually works with posture in conjunction with working the arms and toning those up. So the name of it is How to Fix Neck Hump and Flabby Bat Wings, believe it or not. We do have another woman that's she's a little older than you, Julie. I think she was 64, and what are you, 60?
62.
62, all right. Very good. Any comments? Do you want to say hi to anyone? Say hi to the grandkids?
Yeah. To the grandkids, they love watching us exercise, and we try to motivate them.
There you go.
And all to my Burn Boot Camp crew.
There you go, another group. All right, take care.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.